Happy Friday, everyone. Good to be here again. Today we want to look at fence building and what the standards are for building a fence in 2025, 2026. How did things change? Well, the fence industry has changed a lot over the last 15, 20 years, and so have the materials in building a fence. So it's important when you're going out to find a fence contractor that they're aware of what's new and what's happening. Are they building fences like their grandfathers used to? Or are they building fences in the more modern world that we live in? Because the materials aren't the same that your grandpa used to use either. They had pressure-treated lumber that was treated with the old formulas that would last forever, but were filled with toxins. The groundwater and other things that people are concerned about have created situations where posts aren't treated the same way, and you have less toxins, but you know what? Your wood doesn't last as long. That's a different reason to build fences differently. So when you're asking your fence contractor, Mr. Fence Contractor, you're quoting me a fence, what's different about it? Are you building it under the new technology that exists today so that my fence lasts longer? Depending on where you are and what state you're in, there's a recommended depth for your posts, certainly for wood posts you're putting in the ground if you're drilling a hole for it. When your fence contractor is speccing out a project, why is he more or less expensive than the last guy? Find out how deep he's gone. Right here you have a prop you've seen before. We call it the totem pole because it tells stories, much as what I'm telling you today. A fence is designed to keep in your pets and your children, and of course to provide privacy for your home. Those things haven't changed, but how they and what the materials are being used are a little different. So, as we spoke about earlier, pressure-treated lumber isn't what it used to be. So, a lot of guys are pounding in posts now with steel, galvanized steel pipe, pounded in the ground and then clad it so that it's hidden. Some people don't care. They'll leave the pipe there and they'll fasten their panels to that, and that's going to last a long time. So great way to build a fence. But if you want to have a wood fence that has wood posts in the ground and have a more stick-built style, then you want to put a wood post in the ground. And you can do that. You can get 25 years out of that post by using the right guard. And in this case, it's our RotGuard. And the RotGuard slips on that post. You wrap it around, and now you can put it in the ground, and it'll last for 25 years. It comes with a squeegee, so you can push out the air, but it really holds on to that wood. And again, talking about posts and why putting RotGuard at the ground line is so important is because that's where the rot happens. We're up about 3 inches above the ground because we want to make sure that there's no debris that gets at the ground line here. And any post you pull out of the ground or found at your last fence, it always rots right here and goes down about 6 to 8 inches because that's where the magic happens. It's warm, it's got oxygen, and it's moist. The perfect place for dinner for all of the creatures that live at that level. RotGuard is only 16 inches long because down here, those conditions don't exist. There's not enough oxygen down here, and it's not warm enough down here. And the rest of the post could be in the water forever. It won't really matter. It doesn't affect them. You're putting in a new post in the ground, ask for it by name. RotGuard, made by Fence Armor. If you're going to go steel, you don't need to worry about it. Galvanized steel will last a long time. So you can pound those in the ground, and now you have a good structure to start with. Another thing is, are you using wet concrete or dry concrete? Does it really matter? Not really. If you're in moist climates, if you don't put water in, you'll be fine. The concrete will set, and it'll stay there for a long time. So if your contractor says, I'm going to use dry set or wet set, either one will work. Price is the same typically. It'll go fine. Some fence builders put concrete as a little footer at the bottom. Some guys use gravel. Is it going to make the post last longer? No, but it might make it easier to level a post. But putting a wood post in the ground without RotGuard or without some kind of barrier to prevent rot, you're going to be finding that wood rotting within just a few years. 4x4s, I would say 5 to 10 years max, and 6x6s, I would give it 10 to 15 years max. Get a 25-year warranty and get that protected in the ground. Otherwise, you're doomed. The next thing is, are your posts that are exposed above ground, are they going to be facing the front end of a weed whacker, lawn equipment, lawnmower decks? Are you in a situation where you have landscapers coming in every week, like homeowners associations, maintenance guys? If they're going to face that kind of abuse, then post guard. The fence armor post guard will protect the front of that and now allow you to have a post that's undamaged. And, of course, it looks great. And, of course, you've got your post caps. Most fence builders over the years have used some type of a post cap, so I'm going to say that is not new technology, but certainly ours is, in that you as a fence contractor can have one cap for your 4x4s and one cap for your 6x6s that'll handle any range of 4x4 or 6x6 that comes out. That cap's going to work, so that makes it easier. Whereas generally all other caps are built to fit one size only. All right, guys, thanks for coming. Appreciate you being here with us again today. We love your comments. Please feel free to pop in any notes, any ideas. If you have questions about your fence contractor, what your quotes are, anything like that, we'll be happy to help.